What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the grand finale of Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. The last mission is unranked, by the way, so you can do it guns blazing if you so choose, but we will be doing it as close to Silent Assassin as possible. It is mission number 20, titled Redemption at Gontranno. There's no loadout. You have nothing but a fiber wire. So this can make the beginning part kinda difficult. Immediately dart your way over here and get your fiber wire ready. Watch the guard. Move now. If you don't start moving now, he'll see you, or you won't have enough time to get over here. Or, correction, if you move too early, he'll see you. If you move too late, you won't have enough time to get over here before he turns around. So watch him again. Now. Watch carefully when I move, because those are the exact moments that you yourself want to move. Especially now, since if you don't move at the right moment, you won't have enough time to sneak up behind him. But we got him. Now take his pistol, and let's drag him out of the way. Right here, for the time being. Because there's another guard that we have to literally circle around this pillar while he makes his patrol so that we can hide the body and then get ready to get behind him, because we'll use this pistol to do a quick headshot. If done correctly, we can headshot this second guard without anyone getting alerted. And that's what we want to try to do, because it can make life easier for us. But the good thing about this first part is that you can improvise it. Unlike later on in the level where things get so much harder and you really need to do things in a perfect sequence. So let's let him go that way. We can start walking to get closer to him, but stay far away enough so that he doesn't hear your footsteps. And we're gonna try to do the same trick we did with the one guy in Temple City ambush. It's not as important to pull it off perfectly here, but at least try. Perfect. You can then take his pistol for more ammo. We have 2 more guards to deal with before we're able to get to the garden shed for good weapons. The next one's right behind this door. Look through the keyhole to spot him. We need to try to not get a shot at him when he's... Basically, we want him to start walking the other way, and then we'll get a shot at him. You can literally see through the door because there's a glitch. But it actually helps, because you can see him right before he shows up. Here he comes. That will attract the attention of the 4th guy. And then just shoot him down. And then jump down over here. Run over here. And then we'll start sneaking. There's a sniper overlooking the area, so we need to carefully take the long way around and sneak into the garden ship, and sneak into this tool shed. Because this is where all of our weapons are. You can utilize anything you've collected throughout the course of the game, but we specifically want 2 weapons. The Baller's SD, with some 45 ACP rounds, and the crossbow. If you followed my walkthroughs, you will have both of these weapons. So now we want to carefully get rid of that sniper. Open the door. There he is. Line up headshot and get rid of him. Leave the crossbow here for the time being. We'll be back for it later. So now we need the church key in order to unlock the locked doors. So this will take us to the dungeon area. There's one guard down here, but with our fiber wire, he's easy pickings. So we'll do the same thing as before. Oh, I think I forgot to mention. The objectives: kill everyone. Everyone is a target, so everyone must die. Except for Victorio, we obviously want to rescue him. And I recommend you sneak off when you're inside the building, because these guards are very sensitive, and chances are, if your footsteps trigger them to turn around from their original direction they're facing, chances are they will not return to their neutral stance. So here's that church key we wanted. So that's why you want to slowly sneak around in this mission to avoid any chance of triggering guards from turning around. Especially the snipers. Everybody, and I mean give or take like 1 or 2 guards, everybody in the sanctuary, both on the catwalks and in the actual church sanctuary itself, has a sniper rifle. This is why guns blazing is still not a viable approach, because if you charge in there with all those snipers, it'll take, at the most, 2-3 shots to kill you. But on professional difficulty, they could probably drop you with 1. And there'd be like 5 million of them shooting at you at the same time. So our next area to clear is the front door of the church itself. Peek through the keyhole and make sure that guard is not looking towards us, because every blue moon he might be. So he's easy. The next guy's a little trickier, because he was close enough to hear that guy strangled to death, so just watch his head turning and get rid of him as well. Now we'll pull out our silver ballers, and we want to quickly drop the guy behind this door. He's looking at the door, so you gotta be careful. Perfect. That's not good. That is not at all good. I think that's one of the guards on the catwalks. Thank fucking God he wasn't one with a sniper rifle. Okay, so that wasn't supposed to happen, but I still killed him and we're still alive, so I'm just gonna keep going. What I was supposed to do next was, there were two guards there. We were going to get behind them from this door and then drop them both. But one of them came downstairs to investigate my gunshots because I was a little sloppy. So under normal circumstances, there'll be two that you have to drop on that one part of the catwalk. But since the one guy was killed prematurely due to my sloppiness, it was just the one guy. And be very careful about guards investigating if you set off some kind of alert. So now we're going to return to the shed to get the crossbow back. And we can now use the front door since it's clear. And this is where things get real hard. I think everyone else left as a sniper. So we gotta get rid of them all. Very carefully. First one to get rid of is... we're gonna go up here. And then this one can be tricky, but if you do this right, he won't see you. Up here, and then if done correctly, you have the tiniest little bit of space to shoot his head. And then the next one, this one you can shoot with your pistols from behind. Just quickly close the door as soon as you do. And then we will slowly but surely go to the other side, and then you'll see what we do. And I apologize that I'm literally moving like a slug in this mission, but this is so hard. It is way harder than I'm making it look, trust me. You have to be insanely careful, because if things go really wrong, you're screwed. Someone with a sniper rifle will drop you with a single shot and it'll be over. Alright, so next guy is right behind the door, but he should be looking away. Alright, so we have one more guy on the catwalks. He's a sniper, but with everyone else gone, we can avoid him easily. Stay close to this ledge and make sure you're like crouched all the way down and very, very, very slowly working your way across. You could snipe him from this side, but it's really tricky to do because he has a huge tendency of spotting you, especially if you're not careful. And then after we kill him, the catwalks will be clear, and then we have what is probably the trickiest part, and that's clearing the snipers out of the sanctuary. You have to do them in a perfect sequence, too. So right here, can carefully make sure you're crouched and pick the lock to the door. This is a nice little secret path that'll get us over to the other catwalk from this side of the church. And then the last sniper on the catwalk will be easy pickings right from behind. So yeah, so far this is going smoothly. I did get that one part went wrong, but if you can quickly pull out your silver ballers and drop them, you should be okay. Just be warned that other guards might start investigating the area if you're really sloppy like that. But fortunately, we didn't have an issue. So now this guy. If you want, you can just take his sniper rifle. It's the customized W2000 with the silencer, but we'll stick with the crossbow. I'm pretty sure it's even more silent. So now, the sanctuary. This can be tricky, so be very careful. First drop him. And this is the hard guy, because he's looking around. Okay, once you get him, you should be okay. That's the only guy that's really tricky, because he's out of our view, and the thing was we had to kill that first guy to make him move there so that we could get a shot at him. But you had to be really careful because you had to be very careful because he was looking around and could have easily spotted you. Next guy is right there. And the guy in front of the confession booth should be the last one. But we gotta go back to the other side to get him. Unless we did something to trigger him to move, which we did not do. Oh fuck, I forgot about this guy. So there's two left. Him, and then... Very careful. Why won't the door... There we go. Oh! Okay, wow, I'm forgetting about a lot of guys. This is the last guy.
Lay down your weapons, my friend. Follow your heart. And you have nothing need to fear in God's house.
Now for the epic final battle against Sergei to save Victorio. Get those silver ballers ready. Reload them if you need to, and shoot the heart.
Saba, I'll kill you!
Yes! That part's kinda tricky, but basically, get right out of the confession booth and unload on Sergei. The best thing to do is just shoot him right away and then gradually work your way up to aim for his head. It should work every time.
My son, I knew you will come back. Please, take this. It will protect you and keep you from harm. Pray for me, my friend, and promise me you will follow the right path. Promise me to live your life the right way. Promise me to follow your calling. Promise me.
I promise. You have been a friend to me, but I must leave this place. As you see, I can be of better use elsewhere.
My son, always watch your step. Carry this crocifisso, that symbol of the good things in human beings. Questo ti proteggerà da lui.
Thank you, Father. I must leave.
That is not synchronized.
Always knew I never belonged in this world. I wasn't made for this. But I'll never forget those who betrayed me, and those who never failed my trust. I'll be carrying nothing from Gontranno but this lesson. Never trust anyone, and rely on your instincts. Forget the past. I'll never find peace here. So, I'll seek justice for myself. I'll choose the truth I like.
And that concludes Hitman 2: Silent Assassin. Compared to the first game, it is a major step up in pretty much every way. It has problems of its own, particularly how annoying it is when you get close to a guard in disguise and how they shoot you. Especially when you run. That is punishable by death. But nevertheless, a massive step up from the previous game. And there goes our credits. As far as where I place it in the series, I'd say I like this game just as much as I do the following game, Hitman Contracts. Those two games are very similar to each other, but Contracts fixes pretty much every problem this game had. Which is why I like Contracts slightly more, but I still love this game also. Big step up from the original game. Contracts fixed just about although Contracts fixed pretty much whatever problems this one had. And of course, this one is not as good as Blood Money. But then again, Blood Money perfected the Hitman formula and released the most quality game up at that point. Then there's Hitman Absolution, but I don't want to go off on a tangent though. And then when compared to the newer games of Hitman 2016 and Hitman 2 2018, not this one, I know that's confusing. The newer games are definitely a massive step up from this. In fact, in terms of quality, the most recent games are technically the best. Blood Money is just my personal favorite. Man, I'm real excited to continue now because I'll be able to dish out these walkthroughs a little faster because this one took me a long time for two reasons. One, the game's very long. And two, I think it's the hardest game in the series because there's so many difficult levels. But then again, the levels that took me the longest to do were the ones that were just a frustration, like the glitched fucked upness of Hidden Valley, and the insane dickish stuff from Temple City Ambush. Aside from missions like that, though, this is definitely a very quality Hitman game. And I'm glad it's over. Join me next time where I will proceed to Hitman contracts. But until then, have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. See you next time.